Hey there everyone, Kurt Singh here. Got another Great League battle video. Last video I had Chestnut with Talon Flame and Morpeko. I did say that I'd like to try out Diggersby, so I did switch it in this video here, and let's get right into it. Facing a Moltres there, they switch into Clogsfire, so I answer with my Diggersby. This is a really good matchup for Diggersby, as even if they go Earthquake here, you can see that doesn't even do, it does a decent amount, but it doesn't even do half health, so you can safely no shield at least one, and then Scorching Sands has a chance to drop their attack. There it did, even though they shielded it. So now I can let this Earthquake go and it'll do even less than that last one there. Huge difference, like half the health, or half the damage. Go for another Earth or Scorching Sand here, and this will do huge damage if they let it go, which they did. And I'm already at another one. I've used Diggersby in a few videos now, and I do like the Hyper Beam. I find that it's a lot more useful, say for Moltres or Talonflame or stuff like that. You can actually hit flyers or certain things like that, where you just couldn't with Scorching Sand or Fire Punch. So here they switch into a Quagsire, and I'm like, how am I going to beat this thing? Like, Talonflame is against Aquatail or Stone Edge or both. Like, how am I going to beat this? Morpeko loses to it. So anyways, go for a Flame Charge. They no shield, of course. But my attack did rise, and now the Incinerates are doing a decent amount. So if I let this Aquatail go, it doesn't KO. I go for a Fly. I feel like they're going to let it go because they are going to assume it's another Flame Charge, and they'd let it go, and that takes them out. So now we both got one shield left. Morpeko should beat the Moltres. They farm me down, or that's what they're trying to do, so I switch out before they can get a full farm. They throw here, Ancient Power, I shield that, and I'm at the Aurorial, so I believe this will take them out, which should do huge damage. And it does take them out, and that's a good game there. I was worried about with that. Why am I forgetting that name? The Quagsire, Toxapex, Flygon. This is where I'm going to go straight Hyper Beam, and they're not going to expect a Hyper Beam, so this should do huge damage. Almost one-shots them. Gets them right onto the tip of their red left. Take the Dragon Claw here, and they bring back in Toxapex. So now I have Scorching Sands for Toxapex, which is going to be super effective. And also Morpeko if they decided to switch out again. 2 shields still, they're down. I think I decided to shield this one up. Yeah, Brian, shield that up, switch into Morpeko, start getting an energy lead. And keep in mind too, Psychic Fangs is super effective against the poison typing. I let a Sludge Wave go. I was like, oh no, that's not good. But I do get to the Psychic Fangs here. That takes out, or not quite, or it does. But then I have a Tentacruel in the back. So this is, again, a very, I was like, oh no, how am I going to do this? So I come in with the Diggersby, go for the Scorching Sands here. They let that one go. I was like, why did they let that go? Okay, how am I going to win this? I have a shield left. Switch into my Talonflame and take the Scald. I feel like, actually, I know if I had shielded that Scald, I feel like based on the look of their health that I would have farmed them down. And then there I shield an Acid Spray, go for Scorching Sands, but they still have 2 shields. That was my misplay. That was a potential win con right there. Was had I shielded that first Scald, knowing, yeah, 100% would have farmed them down by time before they got to this other move here. Good game to my opponent, and I'm finding it interesting doing these videos and watching them back. I'm noticing like small little things like, oh, I could have done that differently, or I tell you guys, oh, I messed up there. So go for a flame charge here against the Corsola. They let that go through. So I'm starting to think, what do they have in the back that they don't want to see Talonflame with? So shield this Nightshade up, and then they switch into a Dugong. So I'm going to go straight away for the flame charge, boost my incinerates. See if they want to shield it. They do. So that's good. I think that it's pretty much a CMP tie there. And I don't really want to waste my other shield, so I'm going to let this Icy Wind go. I do have more Pekko in the back that's going to do super effective damage. I'm going to go for the Aurora Reel here. I'm not sure I like that. I feel like they let it go, so that's the right play, obviously. Then they got Wigglytuff in the back. I was thinking that they know that I'm electric type. They probably are going to shield, maybe bait them. But that's probably why they let it go, is because they figured that I would bait them. So go now for Scorching Sands. I wanted to get this off just before they throw again. They still have a shield left. Wigglytuff, Scorching Sands. This is looking fairly good for me. Morpeko is obviously going to get shredded by the charm, but Scorching Sands, I can shield this Icy Wind. I can switch out and oh, there you go, Swift. Okay, so and I don't have I knew I didn't have a shield, but I do still have more Pekko, so I can switch out if they do Icy Wind me. They shield that Scorching Sand, so I come in here, more or less to just try to make them throw. I throw the Swift, and now can I farm down or get to a Scorching Sands before they charm me down? Just farm them down. Good game there by my opponent. And then I started seeing rollout users, and it's like, okay, what do you do with 2 electric types against rock throwers, right? So they switch into a Gliscor. I'm gonna go for the Hyper Beam here, and they let that go, and that's, again, right, like that's why I like the Hyper Beam, because most people are gonna let it go the first time, and then you can do huge damage. Scorching Sands here just before I believe they get to another move, so this will either take them out or they will shield it, but they decide to let it go, and then they just quit. So I must have had them in a situation that they didn't think they could win. Talonflame into Tropius. You don't see Tropius very often. They switch. Excuse me. They switch into another rollout user, Licky. So I'm going to go for Scorching Sands here. And I did get that off just before the potential Earthquake. Shadow Ball will be resisted. And they Solar Beam me. So another fellow using a very hard-hitting move that you don't expect. And now, unfortunately, I'm going to shield the Body Slam, just simply so I can get this Scorching Sands off. I kind of want to get rid of this Licky because Talonflame doesn't want to see it and Morpeko doesn't want to see it. So I'm like, I feel like I let this go. Yeah, I let it go. I'm like, I don't really know what is best here. I believe that I bring in Morpeko, and I don't know why, but they switched into Gastrodon, and I was like, how in the world am I going to beat this now? Although, Gastrodon can't really do anything against Talonflame. You'd think with the water and ground typing, but most Gastrodons don't use Water Pulse. But I go for a Dark Aurora Wheel, which almost takes them out, and then I come in with my Talon. And I'm going to chance it that this is just a Body Slam. Let it go. And now they've got Tropius in the back. I'm curious if I would have gone Fly here, would I one-shot them? But I wanted to boost my attack as well, and I figured that it would do decent. But their dropping my boosting my attack, I think, helped farm down there. So that's a good game there. And that is the last match. Went 4-1 with the little switch up there with the teams. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, leave a like or comment, subscribe, and I look forward to continuing to put out some videos here, and good luck out there with your battles, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in the next one.